Junie B. Jones has a monster under her bed. Written by Barbara Park. Chapter 3. The Invisiblest Guy. I ran in my house and hollered for my Grandma Helen Miller. Grandma Miller! Grandma Helen Miller! I am so glad to be home, 'cause today was not a very good day at my school. Grandma Miller was in the kitchen. She was holding my baby brother named Dolly. I jumped up and down in front of her. Pick me up! Pick me up! Pick me up! I can't right now, Toots, she said. I've got my hands full with Ollie. Yeah, only put him on the floor, I said. 'Cause I need a hug down here, Helen. Grandma Miller leaned down and hugged me. She said, don't call her Helen. Why don't you go change your clothes, she said. Then you and I will make some popcorn, and you can tell me all about your day. How does that sound? Just then my whole face got happy, 'cause popcorn is my most favorite thing in the whole wide world. Hooray! I shouted. Hooray for popcorn! I ran right to my room. Then I took off my shoes and socks, and my feet did a happy dance on the floor. It was called the Happy Feet Popcorn Dance. They danced around and around. Also, they jumped on my bed, and they springed to the floor, and they did a giant twirly on my rug. I clapped my hands real joyful. Grandma! Hey, Grandma! Guess what? I am having a good time in here, and so I am not even thinking about the monster under my bed. Just then I did a gulp. 'Cause I shouldn't have said that, I think. I looked at my bed kind of nervous. What if the monster was under there right this very minute? And what if he was looking at my piggy toes? And what if he wanted to eat them? Oh no, I said. Oh no, oh no. 'Cause piggy toes look just like little wiener sausages, I think. I freezed right where I was standing. Grandma Miller! Grandma Miller! Come quick, I need you! I shouted. Grandma Miller flied into my room. Then she picked me up, and she hugged me real tight. What on earth is the trouble? She asked. She sat down with me on my bed. No, Grandma, no, we can't sit here. I squeezed out of her arms and ran out my door. There's a monster under my bed, I yelled. I jumped up and down. Run, Helen, run like the wind. Only Grandma Helen Miller didn't run. She just flopped back on my covers, and she closed her eyes. No, Junie B, please, we're not going to go through this monster business again, are we? We've talked about monsters before, remember? We decided that there are no such things as monsters. Yes, but I have new information, I said, 'cause the monster under my bed turns himself invisible whenever we look at him. Plus at night, after my eyes are closed, he climbs next to me, and he puts my head in his mouth. Grandma Miller did a big breath. Then she went to the kitchen, and she brought back my daddy's flashlight. She shined it under my bed. No monster, Junie B. None. I don't see one single monster under this bed, she said. See? I said. That proves it, Grandma. He turned himself invisible. Grandma Miller shook her head. No, Junie B, the monster did not turn himself invisible. The monster is simply not there. He does not exist, period. Yes, he does, Grandma. He does too exist. 'cause Polly Allen Puffer's big brother even said so. Plus also, I've seen the drool." Grandma Miller said to calm down my voice. She got me a drink of water. "Why don't we forget about the monster for now, and we'll go make popcorn? You can talk to your mother about this when she gets home. I bet Mother will know exactly what to do." I thought and thought. "What, Grandma? What will she do?" I asked. Then, all of a sudden, a light bulb went on in my head. "Hey, I know what she'll do. Mother will get the broom and bash the monster's head in, 'cause I saw her do that to a roach before, and she is excellent at it." Grandma Miller closed her eyes again. She said I am a strange one. Chapter 4. Spooky and Scary. Pretty soon, Mother came home from work. I zoomed to her speedy quick and handed her the broom. Mother, come on, let's go get the monster," I hollered. Mother turned her head real slow, and she looked at Grandma Miller. Grandma sucked in her cheeks. "A monster," she said kind of quiet. "Under the bed. We've been waiting for you to come home so you can bash its head in." I tugged on her sweater. "Plus tell her about the drool, Grandma," I said. But Grandma Miller headed to the door, and she said the words, "I'm out of here." I pulled on Mother's arm. Come on, Mother, the monster's really real, 'cause Polly Allen Puffer told me everybody has a monster under the bed. Plus that Gray said it can turn invisible, and so that is how come we never saw that guy before." Mother sat down at the kitchen table, and she lifted me onto her lap. Then she said that Polly Allen Puffer was just trying to scare me. Plus that Grace didn't know what she was talking about. "There is no monster under your bed, Junie B. I promise you. Monsters are not real," she said. "Yes, they are. They are too real, 'cause Polly Allen Puffer's brother even said so, and he is in 7th grade, and he says monsters crawl on your bed, and they fit your head in their mouth, and so that is where the drool comes from, 'cause I am not even a baby." Just then, I heard the front door open. It was my daddy. He was home from work, too. Daddy, there's a monster under my bed. Only you said monsters aren't real, but they really, really are." I pulled on his arm. "Come on, Daddy, let's get him." Daddy looked at Mother a real long time. They went in the hall and did whispering. Pretty soon, Daddy came back to me. He said we would look for the monster after dinner, but first we would cook some hamburgers on the grill. "Oh boy," I said. "Oh boy, 'cause hamburgers are my most favorite things in the whole wide world. Plus also, I like pescetti and meatballs." After that, me and Daddy went outside. He got a flipper for the hamburgers. Then he gave me a flipper too, 'cause I am old enough, that's why. I runned all over with that thing. I flipped a rock and a flower and a dirt ball. Plus also I flipped a dead lizard I found in the driveway. Then Mother took my flipper away. 'Cause I am not old enough, that's why. After dinner, I took my bath. Then Mother and Daddy read me a story, and they hugged me good night. "See you in the morning," said Mother. "See you in the morning," said Daddy. I sat up in my bed. Yeah, only I can't even sleep in here, 'cause you guys didn't bash that monster yet. Daddy rubbed his tired eyes. There's no monster, Junie B. There is nothing to be afraid of, he said. Then he kissed me, and he went out of my room, and Mother went with him. I quick got out of bed and followed those two. They turned around and spotted me. Hello, how are you today? I said, very pleasant. I am going to sit in the kitchen and not bother anyone. Plus also, I might watch Eyewitness News at 10. Mother carried me back to bed. I followed her out again. Want to bake a lemon pie? A lemon pie would be fun, don't you think? I asked. This time, Mother marched me back to my room real fast. Do not get up again, Junie B, she said. Enough is enough. I waited for her feet to walk away. Then I tippy-toed to my baby brother's room, and I climbed into his crib. It was very crowded in there. That's how come I had to get out and put baby Ollie on the floor. Then I climbed in his crib again, and I pulled up the blanket all warm and cozy. Only too bad for me, 'cause just then that crybaby baby started to scream. Daddy ran into the room speedy quick. He turned on the light and saw me. I did a gulp. Hello, how are you today? I said, kind of nervous. I am all warm and cozy. Daddy quick swished me out of there. Then he put baby Ollie back in the crib, and he took me to my bed again. Okay, this is it, he grouched. This is the last time I want to have to come in here. Do you understand, Missy? Do not get out of this bed one more time. I started to cry a teeny bit. Yeah, only what about the monster? I said. 'Cause he is still under my bed, I think. Daddy throwed his hands in the air. Then he turned on my light, and he looked for the monster all over the place. First, he looked under my bed. Then he looked in my closet, and in my drawers, and in my trash can. Plus also, he looked in my crayon box. No monster, Junie B, he said. No monster anywhere. You're going to have to believe me. Monsters are not real. He sat down on my bed. I'm going to go now, he said. I'm going to leave your door open, and I'm going to leave the hall light on. But this is it, okay? You have to trust me, Junie B. There is no monster under your bed. I holded on to his shirt. Yeah, only tuck in my sheets, okay? Tuck them in real tight, or else my feet might hang over the side, and piggy toes look like little wiener sausages. Daddy tucked in my sheets. There, now good night. Yeah, only get my teddy, okay, Daddy? Plus also, get my Raggedy Ann named Ruth, and my Raggedy Andy named Larry, and get my stuffed elephant named Philip Johnny Bob. Daddy got all those guys for me. He tucked them in my bed. There, that's it. Now good night, he said. He walked right out of my room, and he kept on going down the hall. I looked all around in the dark. It was spooky and scary in there. Philip Johnny Bob wants a drink of water, I shouted out real loud. I waited and waited. Yeah, only he really really needs one on account of he is having a problem with his trunk. Daddy didn't come. Raggedy Ruth needs a Kleenex, I yelled next. After that, my voice got quieter. Raggedy Larry wants a cookie, I said. But still, Daddy didn't come.